Hi. So I'm doing this video somewhere different. I'm doing it in Karachi back home. I'm not going to make a whole different video about that later. But I first wanted to do this, wanted to recap 2024. I remember last year, sitting here, well, not here, I'm thinking I did not want to make this video because of how the year went. But then in the end, remembering of how much opened up and what I did, I remember I said this, like I've climbed this huge mountain and I know I can make the rest of the way there. I went over that hill and the valley underneath was so incredible. There's certain joys to adulthood that are incredible. I got to explore so much more of myself, be more of myself in so many crucial ways that I just could not before. And I'm so grateful for that. It's also so nice to live in a place where I can go out and do other things where there is stuff to do. Like, honestly, Watford is such a nice place to live. I at least feel that in comparison. And I think adulthood offered me so much crucial time to be able to, again, be more of myself. And I will always be grateful for that. And when you're adult, you're responsible for your own self. And me being mere Abbu ka race ka ghoda, I can't stay at this pasture any longer. And I want to climb up again. I want to see what lies ahead. And that climb, again, is daunting. There are a lot of things that are still very daunting, like figuring out my visa, figuring out what I want to do more with my life in terms of like career aspirations and everything. And the fact is, now there is no structure, there's no university. I just have to figure every step out kind of by myself and climb that hill. And that's a unique fear of adulthood. And that combines with my own fear of I don't want to be left behind. I remember last year saying I don't want to end up doing something I don't love. And there is this fear now that I might do that. But also, I have grown up enough over the last 4 or 5 years to know that sometimes it's fine to take detours and get to a place a different way. But the most important thing is not to get lost on that detour. You know, when the hero has this huge fight and then just gets downtime to relax, to chill, I feel this is what this year has been. But I don't want that story to end here. I want there to be a really awesome story that continues from here. But I want to also think about this year from a different perspective to compare it to the last one. So let's go to the main event. Okay, let's start. Hey Taha from 2024. I'm writing this in our own room now. It still feels incredible. I wonder if you're reading this from the same place or somewhere even better. I think it's somewhere even better. Like, when I was writing this last year, I was not expecting to be in Pakistan in 2025. I thought it was going to happen even a year later. But I'm glad it didn't. And honestly, I'm still scared because I ended my tenancy when I came here. So I need to go back and find a place. I'm scared, but also I'm like cautiously optimistic that it will be okay. Because one thing that I've realized reading these emails over the last few years is things turn out fine, right? By now, we have a permanent job, either at the same place or somewhere new, both of which are pretty cool options. It's the same place, it's a different job, and the job is also still changing. I hope that job gets me a visa because that is perhaps the biggest hill right now that I can see. And once I'm over it, that will be such a relief, that will be such a weight off my shoulders. Hope you have been also able to pursue writing and creating more videos and maybe even monetize them. I have pursued more writing. I even did like poetry. Like I did slam poetry in front of an audience twice. That was an awesome thing to do. And also, like I made more videos, less of them, but I made more stuff. I also still wrote for my own sake and still published it. And I also started a film podcast. And I have just always kept doing stuff because even if not, I am sure you have done quite a lot. Since when have we been okay not being busy? Exactly. I hate just sitting down and having nothing to do. Even relaxation needs to occur at a fixed time properly. And I will keep doing more stuff. I even did like 3 interviews with the BBC. That's incredible that that happened. And hopefully that develops connections to do even bigger things. There is a lot I keep doing. And the thing is, sometimes it feels small because none of that feels like monetizable. Because if I'm not earning money, surely it's just a random thing. But that's not true. Like, I'm still learning so much, I'm still doing so much. And I really hope it does pay off. Yes, in a monetary sense, but also in the sense of more of an accomplishment as well. Moving on. I hope Ammi and Abbu are okay and we are able to visit them soon. Guess what? We did. And it's been so nice. Like every time I come back to Pakistan, days go by like this, right? But it's been really nice to make up for some of that lost time, especially seeing how hard they've been working. And do feel bad. I feel bad because I feel I've left them behind in some ways, and I do feel guilty about that. They will tell me they are proud of me. I believe them, but I can't feel like in some ways I could always do more. And I think that is credit to them for just working so hard, just doing so much that I'll never be able to fully repay them. And it genuinely brings me joy to be able to take care of them. It just to able to give them back thode tariko se, like in small little ways. It means the world to me. In any way that I can, I will always try to do what I can for them. They miss you a lot and they love you a lot. I know. I see that firsthand. I don't know how they will manage to be alone for so long, but I hope they thrive as well. It's been really hard sometimes. And again, I wish I could bring them back with me right now. There is nothing more that I want than that. I hope Ammi finds more hobbies and Papa has found multiple new projects to involve himself in. Yeah, I think so much of my parents' life has just revolved around taking care of me and my brother, just putting all of their effort and soul and hard work into us that I don't think they've left enough room for themselves. And I think that's been like my biggest goal with my parents over the last 2 years. Give them the opportunity to be able to live their own lives again, is what I really want to do for my parents. Also, I hope Ibrahim is doing good. He has a stable job and is not having the same concerns that we were. No, like again, it's not like he doesn't have his own challenges, but oh my God, I'm so happy that he has the life that I didn't get to have in university. He's doing so incredibly well. He's thriving. He is absolutely thriving. And I am just so happy that he got the opportunities and he's making the most of them. Right? It's incredible to see. It's really heartwarming. And honestly, I know he's gonna do even more stuff. And I know he's gonna do incredibly well because like as much as I always want to do more and like keep climbing, it's the same is true for him. He is no different. And I feel he just has incredible luck and just incredible determination also to just achieve that. I know he will. I'm not even going to question him doing well at uni. That is a given, obviously. Anyways, I hope you are okay. I could write passages here, but mostly I want to tell you that whatever you're going through, you will get through it. You always do. Yeah, I know. It's been hard to acknowledge that sometimes. And sometimes I really do feel like I'm not doing enough. I somehow, by having no time for myself, I feel I'm not doing enough. And that again is because I'm comparing myself to expectations. I am comparing myself to like ambitions or dreams or like certain things that should have happened that have not. But that's fine. Like I said, sometimes you need to take a detour. Sometimes the road ahead is blocked. And the only way to go forward is to take another route there. And that takes time. And that route doesn't look like what the path should. And that's fine. It just takes time to recognize that. This year, I'm not sure what dreams to ask to be fulfilled because nothing feels like a dream anymore because I can see how to achieve it with my eyes open. Yeah, like honestly, I can understand last year have that sentiment of like, oh my God, I did it. I did all of the things that I was trying to do. And this year, I think after overcoming that hill, I see how some things are even harder now. Like now it's not like, oh, I need to just find a job. Now it's, oh, I need to find a job in something I actually want to do and something I can progress in, which is much harder. And the market is so bad. And there are just so many harder things in life that I just did not see coming. And now I have to face them. And I'm trying my best, but sometimes it does feel like a lot. But again, I look back and I'm like, I thought the same, right? And I managed to get through it. The support structures have not gone away. I still have my family backing me in so many ways. I have incredible friends there for me whenever I need them. So there's no need to believe that things won't get better or I won't get through this. Well, I have gotten through so much. Honestly, a year of no big changes would be a welcome one. I don't think that's ever been possible. To some extent, there haven't been that very big changes. But I hope next year there are some more. This year ended with more of a change, but I hope some ways those changes are for the better next year. With careers, with so many more things, I just hope next year when I'm writing this, I can feel a bigger sense of achievement. Take care of yourself and keep being yourself. It is what has gotten you this far. Fair enough. Yours literally, Taha Kambati from 2023. So that was a lot. And I like doing this because it contextualizes it so nicely because it makes me realize of the good things that have happened. Because so much in time in life, you're just focusing on what needs to happen or what went wrong that you forget, oh my God, I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this. I didn't even think that could happen. And it did. And that's incredible, right? I'm going to write a new one. I'm going to write this to my next year self. And I hope next year, when I'm reading this, I can look back and genuinely feel that we're on the right path ahead. And I think that's what's most important, just to feel that मैं सही रास्ते पे हूँ. So yeah, let's do this. So that was it. I know I'm going to come back and do this video next year. And when I look back on 2025, I'll see what I've achieved through it. I have a lot of excitement for the next year and a lot of anxieties as well. But again, I know I'll get through it. I'll try to do more stuff as well. I hope I am even more proud of myself. I just am right now in such a state where I don't know what's next. And I've come down this horizon. I can see what I need to do, but the hills and what's behind them seems much further away right now. But I know next year it'll be different and I'll be a bit more different. And that's fine. But जब तक के लिए